The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Okay, so we are ready for another deep dive.
Let's go.
And this time around, we are headed over to Spain.
It's good to me.
Specifically to the Costa Brava.
Right.
We've got some really interesting source material for this deep dive. We've got articles from National Geographic Travel, Condé Nast Traveler.
Mm-hmm.
We've even got some firsthand accounts from travel bloggers who've actually been there, lived there.
Right.
So we're going to really try to, dig into those sources and give the listeners something interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess that begs the question, what are we looking for? What's the mission today? Why the Costa Brava?
Well,
what is it about this place?
A lot of people, when they think of Spain, they think of beaches and sunshine and things like that.
Right. Typical vacation stuff.
Right. Exactly. But the Costa Brava is...
it's got to be more than that.
It's a little bit more than that. Yeah. It's got a lot more rugged beauty, like you said, dramatic landscapes, kind of a little bit of a wilder side to it. And it's steeped in history, too. There's a lot of history in the Costa Brava.
Oh.
And the food is amazing.
Well, there you go. All right. So not just your typical beach vacation, huh?
No. It's so much more than that.
You really could get away from it all there.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm ready to book my ticket. Let's do it. So where do we start?
Like you said, people go for the beaches, right?
Right.
So let's start with the beaches.
Okay.
But the beaches here are different. They're not just your typical long stretches of sand. Don't get me wrong. There's some of that.
Okay.
But you've also got these hidden coves, these little rocky inlets.
Oh, wow.
And the water is just an unbelievable color of blue.
I was going to say turquoise blue.
Turquoise, yeah, exactly. Crystal clear. You can see straight down to the bottom.
Wow. And I bet the snorkeling is probably incredible.
Oh, yeah. Incredible snorkeling, scuba diving. You'll find little octopus hiding in the rocks.
Oh, my gosh.
All sorts of cool stuff.
Wow. Okay. So there's a good variety of beaches. You've got your kind of family-friendly, long stretches of sand.
Exactly.
But then if you're feeling a little adventurous,
you can go exploring, yeah.
You can go find some hidden coves.
Absolutely.
So I was reading about one spot. It's called Cala de Sa Tuna. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah. Cala de Sa Tuna.
Tell me everything.
It's like something out of a postcard.
Okay.
Tiny little cove, white sand, turquoise water.
Yeah.
Surrounded by these cliffs and pine trees.
Oh, my God.
It's truly stunning.
Wow.
And it used to be a fishing village.
Really?
Yeah. So it has this very traditional, charming feel to it.
Yeah. Okay. So beaches, check.
Yeah.
What about the food? I mean, Spain is known for its cuisine. What can we expect in Costa Brava?
Get ready for a culinary adventure, because this is where it gets really good.
Okay.
We're talking fresh seafood, obviously.
Of course.
But it's the way they prepare it. They use these local ingredients, things like saffron, olive oil, tomatoes. And it's all about simplicity, letting those flavors really shine through.
Okay, I like the sound of this. Do they have any, I don't know, signature dishes or something that's really specific to the region?
They do. There's this dish called souquet de pay.
Souquet de pay.
Souquet de pay, yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically like a fish stew.
Okay.
But it's so much more than that. It's got this rich, flavorful broth, and it's usually made with whatever seafood is fresh that day.
So it's really authentic.
Exactly.
And they're using fresh ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm taking notes.
And it's usually served with crusty bread to soak up all that delicious broth.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm not even a huge seafood person.
Right.
But that just sounds so good.
Yeah, you would love it.
I think I would, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got the beaches, we've got the food, but we were talking about the history of the Costa Brava, too. What's the story there? Why so many historic villages along this coastline?
Well, you have to remember, for centuries, this part of Spain was a prime target.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Pirates, invaders, you name it. They wanted a piece of the Costa Brava.
I guess it's beautiful.
Beautiful coastline, yeah. Strategic location.
Okay, so they needed to defend it.
Exactly. So what did they do? They built these fortified villages right on the cliffs overlooking the sea.
Wow, lookout points.
Lookout points. And many of those villages are still there today.
Really?
Yeah. You can walk through those ancient streets.
Wow.
See the cannons still pointing out to sea.
That's amazing.
It's like stepping back in time.
Okay, so which one of these villages should I visit?
Tough question. But if I had to pick one, I'd say Tossa de Mar.
Tossa de Mar, okay.
It's got everything. Medieval walls, a 14th century castle, cobblestone streets, stunning views. It's just magical.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's like picture perfect.
So it's got that medieval charm, but then it's also right on the coast, so you've got those beaches.
Exactly. It's the perfect combination of history, beauty, and that relaxed Mediterranean vibe.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You've convinced me. I'm definitely adding Tossa de Mar to my list. Actually, I'm adding the whole Costa Brava to my list.
You won't regret it.
This is going straight to the top. Okay, so we've covered the beaches, the food, the villages, the history.
It's a lot to take in, right?
It is a lot, but it's so fascinating.
It is. And we've only just scratched the surface.
I know. There's so much more to discover.
Exactly.
So for our listeners who are now just as eager as I am to experience the Costa Brava for themselves, where do you recommend they start? What should they prioritize?
Forget the itineraries, forget the must-see lists. Just get lost in the moment.
I like that.
Rent a car. Explore those winding coastal roads.
Okay.
Stop at a local market. Try some cheese you've never heard of.
Okay.
Have a conversation with a local, even if you don't speak the language.
That's good advice.
That's how you discover the true heart of a place.
That's how you have those authentic travel experiences.
Exactly.
I love it. All right. Costa Brava. I'm adding it to my bucket list. Thanks for the deep dive. That was incredible.
My pleasure. Always happy to share my love for Spain.
All right. Until next time.
See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.